Old man Mo Gu erupted in terror the moment he saw Xiaoyan again, so frightened he nearly wet himself. Who could have imagined that in just a few short years, the young man he once hunted down would grow into such a frightening force? Don't forget to subscribe. Your support brings us one step closer to hitting Dodi realm. Continuing from the previous chapter, Yao Lao looked at little Xiao and smiled. Xiao's cultivation talent is exceptionally outstanding. In just half a year, she has completely mastered the energy within her body. She is now a genuine bona fide dozong. Hearing this, Xiaoyan could only give a wry smile. Back then, he had suffered countless hardships to reach the dozong level, yet Xiao achieved it almost effortlessly. It truly made one sigh in admiration. She also seems quite interested in the art of alchemy. I plan to teach her the flame mantra once she grows a bit older, and then help her find a heavenly flame of her own. Yao Lao chuckled. You're really spoiling her too much, Xiaoyan said helplessly. He handed Xiao to Ziyan, who was curiously watching from behind, letting the two, big and small, stare at each other. Then Xiaoyan clenched his fist, and a jade bottle appeared in his hand. Inside it floated a drop of golden liquid. This is the essence blood left behind by an existence that nearly reached the Dodi realm. Xiaoyan smiled and tossed it to Yao Lao. If teacher consumes it, you will definitely break through to 1-star Dao Sheng very quickly. Take the next few days to refine it. Once you're done, we'll head for the Human Hall, a branch hall of the Hall of Souls. Not waiting for Yao Lao to say more, Xiaoyan turned around, leading Ziyan and Xiao out of the courtyard. Yao Lao stared at Xiaoyan's fading silhouette. After a long while, he let out a bitter, emotional laugh and tightened his grip on the jade bottle, warmth filling his heart. The following days, Xiaoyan remained in the Falling Star Pavilion. In his spare time, he began teaching Xiao several Do techniques. For 5 days, he fully enjoyed the feeling of being a father. On the 6th day, Yao Lao emerged from his closed-door cultivation. The powerful aura spreading from his body told Xiaoyan immediately that he had successfully broken through. He was now a 1-star Dao Sheng. 2 days after Yao Lao's breakthrough, Xiaoyan's group quietly left the Falling Star Pavilion. Only a handful of upper echelons knew. The counterattack of the Tianfu Alliance against the Hall of Souls had officially begun. Xianxia Mountain Range, the Tomb Corpse Range. The Tomb Corpse Mountain Range lay in the southwestern part of the Central Plains. The peculiar terrain caused deathly yin energy and corpse qi to accumulate heavily. Thus, people from thousands of miles around chose to bury their dead here, turning this place into a bizarre mountain chain formed entirely from countless tombs. On one of the peaks within the range, a few figures suddenly appeared. Their eyes simultaneously turned toward the deepest part of the mountains. There, hidden beneath towering grey ancient trees, faint distortions in space could be seen. The Human Hall of the Heavenly Firmament Halls lies deep within the Tomb Corpse Mountains, Yao Lao explained, but the area is protected by a spatial barrier. Anyone approaching will be detected immediately. Xiaoyan nodded lightly and turned to Ziyan. She gave a soft laugh and swept her sleeve. Space around them rippled violently, and a much larger spatial barrier formed, completely enveloping the entire region. This time, do not leave anyone alive. Within the twisted space lay a vast pitch-black land. At its center stood a massive black hall. From within the hall, countless enormous chains stretched outward. The entire region was engulfed in an eerie stillness, a chilling atmosphere capable of making one's skin crawl. In that silence after, who knew how long, over a dozen streams of black mist suddenly rose from the chains and condensed into more than a dozen cold figures. They glanced at one another, then gathered together. Let's go. It's time to carry out the mission. Hopefully this time we can gather enough souls. The leading figure spoke with a hoarse voice. With a wave of his hand, the dozen figures turned into black mist and shot outward like lightning. However, just as the black mist was about to pass through the spatial barrier, the space around them suddenly froze and then collapsed violently. The dozen figures were crushed into nothingness by the overwhelming force of spatial energy before they could even scream. As the group was annihilated, the spatial barrier slowly cracked open, forming a large rift. From within it, several figures stepped out. The moment Xiaoyan's group entered the sealed space, a mournful, eerie wail echoed from within the massive black hall. Soon after, the black mist entwined around the chains lifted their cold, malicious gazes toward them. Who dares intrude upon the territory of our Hall of Souls, courting death? A series of icy, harsh shouts shattered the silence. Many figures rose from the chains, turning into streaks of black light that shot toward Xiaoyan without waiting for orders. Seeing this, Xiaoyan opened his mouth. Waves of scorching heat burst forth from within, surging like a storm. Any shadow that entered the 10 radius of the sea of flames was obliterated within 3 breaths. Some weaker ones didn't even have time to scream. As the flames spread outward, the chasing shadows finally halted in terror. "You wretched brat, how dare you act arrogant in the Hall of Souls?" Heavenly Venerables seized them. As the sea of flames covered the sky, an enraged shout, one that felt slightly familiar, roared from within the great hall. Immediately over a dozen figures shot out like lightning, hovering in the air with sinister expressions as they glared at Xiaoyan's group. "Haha, a few insignificant Daozong dare to flaunt their strength. Old ghost coat you'd best come out and fight me yourself." Xiaoyan laughed loudly, his voice booming like thunder into the depths of the hall. At the same moment, he took a single step, appearing in mid-air, and clenched his fist toward the Hall of Souls' heavenly venerables. Boom boom. More than a dozen heavenly venerables instantly exploded into a mist of blood. Even their souls were shattered by the terrifying spatial force. With Xiaoyan's current power as a 2-star Dao Sheng, opponents at the mere Dozong level posed no threat whatsoever. Sea Heart Flame. After striking once, Xiaoyan suddenly noticed that within the shattered space, one figure still remained wrapped in a layer of blue flame. "You are Old Man Mogu." A teasing smile appeared on Xiaoyan's face. With a wave of his hand, an invisible force gripped the surviving figure and dragged him over. A single palm strike shattered the blue flames around him, revealing a familiar appearance. It was none other than Old Man Mogu, the one who had repeatedly created trouble for Xiaoyan and attempted to steal the championship of the pill gathering. Xiaoyan, Old Man Mogu was so terrified he nearly wet himself. After failing to seize the 3,000 burning flame back then, he had been reassigned to the human hall. Although he had occasionally heard news of Xiaoyan's growing strength, he had never investigated thoroughly. Now, upon meeting him again, he finally understood what growing stronger truly meant. This level of growth was utterly monstrous. "Dosheng, you've actually stepped into the Dosheng realm." Old Man Mogu's voice trembled as he stared at Xiaoyan's youthful face. "Heavenly flames left in the hands of someone like you are nothing but a waste. Since we've met again today, hand it over." Xiaoyan spoke calmly as a strange suction force burst from his palm, courting death. Just as Xiaoyan was about to forcefully extract the Sea Heart Flame, an enraged roar erupted from within the massive hall. A shadow shot outward and a gigantic black chain stretching hundreds of meters lashed straight toward Xiaoyan.